Okay, well, hello and welcome back. This is Anna Kitney, and this will be the final Facebook Live for this week. I'll be teaching the Healing Growing Relationships course this weekend, and yeah, so I'll be doing them next week. I need to decide on what date I'll be doing. There'll be a regular slot each week. They'll be doing Facebook Live, so I finally got the hang of it. So yeah, thank you for bearing with me. And as people are joining, I'd love to hear, if you guys attended the meditation evening last night in London. It was myself and Tatiana. We provided a guided meditation on attracting a soulmate and creating lasting love. We had, I think, about 180 people attended. We had the amazing Todd Akamesis on the gongs as well. So I'm just waiting for the photos and footage to come back from the event. It was a wonderful, wonderful evening last night. I always really enjoy facilitating the meditation space for people. Everyone kind of left the event quite blissed out, myself included. So this was a guided meditation using the Theta Healing technique to start clearing more beliefs that we didn't get to cover in the Facebook lives. So welcome. Okay, we've got some people joining us. Okay, hi Shoma, hello Selma, hello Lucy. Thank you so much, Lucy, for assisting yesterday. I'm so grateful. I'm glad you're back, my dear friend. Okay, so let's dive in. So this evening meditation or guided energy clearing session is around self-love, self-care, self-worth. This is about really filling up your own kind of personal tank to fill yourself up full of love so you can be the best possible soulmate for somebody else. The common mistake I see many people make is they're looking for their other half. They feel like a part of them is missing. They're not feeling complete. They're not feeling fully loved and by themselves. And so they're needing somebody else to love them because they're feeling empty. And so you can't really manifest from a place of like, if you're in the energy of neediness or worthlessness, then you're going to attract a soulmate of that same vibration who's going to be using you. And this is where I see a lot of people get into a lot of challenges with really painful relationships because they're attracting people from a place of lack and desperation and loneliness. And I've seen this pattern many times in the thousands of clients that I've worked with over the past 10 years that women and men, they come because they're lonely and they're wondering where their soulmate is. And the work that I do with them in one-to-one sessions or in my classes is to really fill them up with self-worth, recognize that they are the asset, they are the prize. And so when you increase your self-worth, then the level of soulmate that you attract will also increase. Now, if you listened to the live Facebook Live yesterday, was the night the day before? I think it was the day before, yeah. I obviously went quite deep. I know some of you went to the meditation evening last night, and I got some feedback, and it was very deep for many of you, very emotional. I've had lots of feedback saying thank you so much. So I don't know exactly where Claire's going to take me this evening with the work that we'll do. So I'm just going to tune into everyone that's going to be obviously listening on the live video today, and also anyone that's going to be listening to the recording in the future. So this will be up for you guys to watch on my Facebook page. So I'll just be guided for what it needs to be done. So you may get tissues. Okay, just a warning, you may need some tissues. Make sure you have a glass of water to hand as well. And I did ask if you could please bring a mirror to this exercise as well. We're going to be doing an exercise with a mirror. So I did post that on the Facebook page earlier this afternoon when I announced that I was going to be doing the Facebook Live, is to have a mirror. So please get yourself a glass of water, tissues if you feel you need to, and get a handheld mirror. Generally, the phone is not the best. If you're trying to look at your phone with this exercise, it's not the best. So maybe some sort of handheld mirror or a compact mirror would be great to have that for the exercise. All right. So I would love to hear how you guys have been feeling over the last few Facebook Lives. I've already had some positive comments already. So just let me know what your intention is for this evening. Where do you feel that you are lacking in self-love? Where do you go into self-punishment, self-criticism? What triggers you into this spiraling downwards of feeling that you are not good enough? Now, we all have our anchors. Anchors are like external signals or external stimuli that really that spirals us down. So for me, it's when I go into overwhelm, when I've overwhelmed myself, where I've overcommitted myself with responsibilities in the home, with promises I've made to friends, commitments I've got with work. I have a habit of overloading myself, and then it all comes crashing down. And when it all comes crashing down, I feel I can't cope. I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm not getting enough rest. There's no time for self care. That's when I tend to spiral downwards into this where the you know the that little voice that we all have inside our head that says, "Who do you think you are? You're not that good enough. You're not perfect. You can't do all this. You know, you're not worthy enough. You know, who you're trying to be." We all have that voice. And so, what are your, I guess, anchors that bring you into this lower energy where you start to forget who you really are, where you start to listen to that voice that tries to tear you down? So, what are your trigger points? So, I'd love to hear where you are battling with that little inner voice that tries to pull you down. Okay. Okay. Hello, Ina. Hello. Again, Ina, thank you so much for your help yesterday at the meditation evening. I'm so grateful for the support at the event. Really grateful. So thank you, my lovely. Hello, Anna. Hello, Louise. Hello, my lovely. I rock at this Facebook Live. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm getting the hang of it. Hello, Donatella. Okay, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Hello. It's got people from around the world. Okay, Martina, Radost. I think I pronounced that correctly. Katka. Hello, Katka. Okay, this name's in Russian. I can't read Russian. I'm sorry. I have Russian friends, but I can't read Russian. But welcome. Okay, right. I'm going to get started, guys. All right. So, hopefully you got your mirror to hand, tissues if you need. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you in a guided meditation just to expand your energy into this divine light, the creator of all that is, universal intelligence, God, whatever you call that energy. We're going to expand out into that energy first. It's from that place we're going to facilitate this energy clearing this evening. We're going to start to bring in miracles, okay, and focusing on increasing our self-love, Okay, so just close your eyes. And just bring your full awareness and full presence into this room, into this moment. Just becoming aware of your breath. Just letting go of any distractions. And just focus on your breath and the beating of your heart. And your heart has the largest electromagnetic field. It's much larger than the brain. Its field expands for sometimes kilometers, connecting to the world around us. Okay, so you're going to imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the chair that you're sitting in. You and the chair are one. Expanding further now, you'll imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the room that you're in. The walls, the floors, the furniture. You and the room are one. Expanding further now, you'll imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the house that you're in or the building that you're in. All the people in the building, all the furniture, from the basement to the rooftop. You and the building that you're in are one. You're not being stretched or pulled, you're simply sharing space and sharing molecules. Okay, expanding further now, you'll imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the city that you live in. All the people, every man, woman and child. You and the city are one. Expanding further now to encompass your country. The mountains, the valleys, the lakes. Every person, you and your country are one. Expanding further now to encompass all the nations on the planet. Every blade of grass, every drop of rain, from the earth's core to the clouds. You and the earth are one. Expanding further now, you'll imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with everything in the solar system. All the planets, all the moons around the planets, the stardust, the asteroids, the comets. You and the solar system are one. Expanding further now, you'll imagine it's sharing space and sharing molecules with everything in this Milky Way galaxy. All the stars, all the gases. Every star represents a sun. You and the Milky Way galaxy are one. Expanding further now, you'll imagine it's sharing space and sharing molecules with all the galaxies in the universe. And beyond the universe, to the bright lights, the darker lights, the bright lights, the realm of the ancestors, spirit guides, animal totems. We call this the fourth plane of existence. Expanding further now into that golden light, the fifth plane of existence. This is the home of your soul. Your soul lives in the fifth plane. And in this realm we have ascended masters, high masters, gods and goddesses, angels, archangels. The fifth plane is vast. You're sharing space and sharing molecules. You and the fifth plane are one. Expanding further now into what looks like a gel-like substance with all the colors of the rainbow, the laws of the universe, the law of time, the law of truth, the law of nature, the law of tone and music, color, light, sacred geometry, the law of compassion. You and the laws are one. And finally expanding that beautiful, pearly, iridescent light, bright, bright white light. You are not separate, you're part of all that is. You are not separate, you're part of all that is. Okay, so we're going to begin with what we call in Theta Healing an instant healing. So everything that you're willing to heal, release, let go of right now. So crave all that is, command us in unconditional love into every cell, molecule, atom of our body. In the highest and best way. Thank you. It is done, show us. And so you're going to be the witness to your own healing. See it, feel it, sense it, know it. Use your breath. Allow this divine light to come in through your crown chakra at the top of your head and flow into your body. And breathe. And the more you surrender, the more this energy can come into your space. If there's any resistance in your body, just breathe into that area. So it may be your intestines, it may be your liver, maybe your kidneys, maybe into your legs. I just want you to breathe into any area of resistance. Some of you, I feel like it's in your throat chakra is quite blocked. You're not able to ask for love or speak up. So I want you to imagine breathing into that area, allowing this light to go in there. If you feel the blockage in your heart, it just may be like this ache, this dull ache of old hurts and wounds, of past betrayals, regrets, maybe punishment. Keep using your breath. This is an incredibly powerful healing. This is the healing that Varna Steibel used to have a spontaneous remission of the cancer in her femur. This is the healing she did. It's incredibly simple yet powerful healing. This releases everything you're willing to release right now, that you're willing to let it go. Okay, good. Well done. Well done. You may feel like a tingling on your skin or a tingling on top of your head. You may feel a little bit hot as well. That's the energy of the divine working through you, illuminating your molecules, your atoms, your cells. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to begin with your heart. We're going to go into the actual physical organ of your heart and the 4 chambers of your heart. I want you to bring all your awareness and focus into your heart. And if you could imagine the blood flowing through your heart, through the 4 chambers, from deoxygenated blood and being oxygenated, as oxygen is brought in from your lungs and into your heart to oxygenate the blood. Just you can imagine that process. Now your heart represents your ability to not only give love, but also receive love. And a lot of the people I work with, they tend to be healers or have healer or counselor energy. People tend to tell you their problems. Okay, people come to you for advice. People come to cry on your shoulder. And so you're probably a great giver. You're a good listener, but perhaps you're struggling to receive. You're wanting love. You're asking for it, but you're not actually receiving. So bring your awareness into the 4 chambers of your heart as the blood is flowing in. Where are you afraid to receive love? Do you believe that there is not enough to go around? Or that somehow somebody will miss out if you have love? Perhaps you were this firstborn, and then when your sibling arrived, all the love went to them, and you felt like you were invisible or pushed to the side. So when did you feel that you were not allowed to ask for love or receive love or accept love or have love? Bring your awareness back, that moment, back that time, your earliest memory. In that moment, what did that experience teach you or show you? Did it make you feel like you weren't validated? Did it make you feel like you were invisible or that you didn't count? Did it make you feel like you were a burden or not wanted or a mistake? So I'm going to ask the creator to do a healing on this. That first moment in time that you felt that you were not allowed to ask for love or receive love, that first point or the first origin. For some of you, it might have been inside the womb, when you're in your mother's womb. So as this energy is being cleared for you, I want you to use your breath and breathe into the 4 chambers of your heart. And this energy is going to be released on the 4 belief levels: the core, genetic, history, and soul. This will release this pain from any past lives you may have had, your ancestral line, your ancestors, collective consciousness, and your soul. Breathe into your heart. And as you do, you're going to see, feel, and sense as your heart is filled with more light. It starts to glow, it starts to pulse, it starts to expand. More oxygen is coming into your blood. And as this happens, I want you to imagine as when you're breathing, on the in-breath, feel your gut go out. Most people are breathing incorrectly. So on the in-breath, feel your gut go out. Whenever you watch a baby breathe, You don't see the chest go up, you see the belly go up. At some point we forget how to breathe correctly. With each breath, see your heart expanding with more and more light. And receiving love is so important. It's part of that cycle of giving and receiving, and this magnifies love. So can incredible that as teacher ensure that you are worthy to receive and accept love. What it feels like to be visible and accept love. To recognize that you are significant, that you are important, that you are special. Free from having to battle and fight for love, or battle and fight to be visible or to be acknowledged. Release you of the illusion of the scarcity of love. So anywhere that there wasn't enough love to go around. We're going to bring forgiveness, forgiving perhaps your mum, where she wasn't the most loving in every moment. So I just want you to see your mother's face and be it behind your eyes. And just imagine telling her that you forgive her. That you're willing to let the past go. Forgiving her for not being there when you needed her. Not being present for your tears. The things she missed out on in your life. Anywhere that you have regrets or resentments towards your mother, I just acknowledge those now and be honest. It's about getting this emotion off your chest and saying, I forgive you. Because as a result of all those painful experiences, you learnt some very valuable lessons. So perhaps through your mother's neglect, you learned how to be strong, how to be independent, how to be self-sufficient. Perhaps through the lack of love from your mother, you learnt to love yourself. Perhaps through your mother not being present for you, you learn how to be present for yourself. What was the blessing or the lesson that you learned from that painful experience with your mother? The mother energy represents the nurture energy. So how were you nurtured in your first moments of life? Was it gentle and kind? Was it brisk, rough? Were you handed to somebody else like a grandparent or a sibling to be taken care of? Was your mother detached emotionally? What was your first interpretation or understanding of nurture from a mother? And so now I'm going to ask the Creator to heal that trauma anywhere that you felt that you didn't get the nurture you deserved. As a brand new soul coming into this world, where your first experience of nurture wasn't the most loving, wasn't the most honoring, the most caring, the most gentle. And as this old wound is released, see, feel, sense as more light goes into your heart and the 4 chambers. It's as though your heart grows bigger. It begins to pulse and radiate with a beautiful, nurturing energy. You may start to feel the Kundalini energy rising up and down your chakras as your heart chakra makes a connection to your throat, to your third eye, your crown. And from your heart down to your solar plexus, your sacral, your root chakra. Into the earth chakra. Because the earth represents our mother, Gaia. She is also your mother. She represents nurturing. So now allow Creator Teacher and show you how to receive the nurturing from Gaia. So with your feet on the floor, feel the energy being pulled up the soles of your feet from the Earth's core, from the Earth Star chakra. Feel the energy being pulled from Mother Earth, her nurturing. Mother Earth is a very old, wise energy. Feel the energy coming up into your legs, your knees, your thighs, up through all your chakras and swelling around your heart. Feel the nurturing from Mother Earth. And breathe it in. Breathe it in. Mother Earth represents that divine feminine energy. Feel her strength, feel her wisdom. Okay, so I'm hearing Mother Earth say that we need to do some work on wombs. So this is for the ladies. Okay, so she wants to work on your wombs and ovaries. Okay, so I want you to feel as Mother Earth's energy comes into your womb and into your ovaries. And the first thing she's doing, she's cleansing energy of old pain and hurt. So this could be through period pain, so painful periods. It could be any conditions like endometriosis, fibromyalgia. Okay. She's also clearing out any old stagnant energy of where sexual intercourse was rough or aggressive or disrespectful. Anywhere that you are rejecting being a woman for feeling that you are not safe. So anywhere you're seeing that if you're a woman, that somehow you're weak and helpless and vulnerable because you have a womb, that you're at risk of being violated. She's asking to heal that for you. And breathe into your womb. Imagine your womb has lungs, and breathe through the womb. Breathe through the ovaries. Acknowledging and embracing that divine feminine energy. Your capacity to create life. And each month when you menstruate, it's a cleansing process. This is one of the gifts of menstruation. It's not a curse. It's a blessing. It's a time for inner reflection. It's a time for self-care and nurturing. It's a time to be gentle with yourself. Our intuition is enhanced at this time as we cleanse and release through the menstrual cycle. So can we show that you no longer need to hold on to any illness, pain, or discomfort inside your womb as a way to protect yourself from abusive men, or to protect yourself as a woman by denying your sexuality, denying your femininity. And let's release all the sorrow and sadness of the women in your ancestral line through their painful experiences as women. Some of them died through childbirth. Some of them miscarried. Abortions and attempted abortions. Mother Gaia is asking to release this old echo, this old wound that you're carrying in your womb from our mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers. And just breathe into the womb. Breathe, breathe. Let it go. Let go of your resistance. Let go of your fear. This energy can be really soothing. And Mother Gaia is teaching you how to be a strong and powerful woman, to embrace that sacred divine goddess energy. to honor your body and how to nurture it with extreme self-care. Well done. Well done. The energy is flowing now from the womb. It's going up the fallopian tubes into the ovaries, the left and the right. I'm just sensing that some of you may have a blockage in one or both ovaries. Okay, so I'm going to ask the Creator to do a healing on your fallopian tubes and your ovaries to open up the channels of energy so it can flow more smoothly, more easily, more effortlessly. Okay, so this represents your essence as a woman, what it is to be a woman. So the Creator, all that is, can teach you what it is to be a woman, what it is to be a female. Recognizing the strength in the sacred, divine, feminine energy. Okay, so if you're entering menopause, okay, I'm going to just disconnect you from the collective consciousness about what menopause is, or what you've been told by doctors or the medical establishment, or what you've read or what you've seen in movies. I'm just going to allow the Creator to disconnect you from the untruth, replace with Creator's highest truth of what menopause is, that transition. So in the ancient times, when a woman went into menopause, they became the wise ones of the village. They were no longer bleeding every month, so they could conserve their energy. Their cycle of motherhood had finished. And now they could focus on being a mother to the village and help the children and the new mothers. So were the wise ones. They had purpose. So can we release any fears of aging, growing older, replace with Creator's highest truth that you are young and forever regenerating for all present and future bodies. So during the time of Atlantis, we used to live 2,000 years. We had that knowledge inside our DNA to regenerate. Aging is simply caused by a process of stress that damages our DNA. But we have the knowledge and wisdom within our DNA to repair, renew, rejuvenate. So can the Creator of all that is teach you and show you how to give your body permission to stay young, to feel young, to be youthful, to regenerate, tap into the body's own ability to heal itself with ease and grace. So in order to do this, your body needs raw materials, food, nourishment, supplementation. So you may hear or sense which foods your body needs or which supplements your body needs in order to begin this repair work. So I'm hearing collagen for some of you. I'm hearing zinc, silica. I'm hearing a lot of the green powders, so spirulina, blue-green algae, a lot of omegas. I'm hearing omegas for many of you. Folic acid, rose hip oil, almond oil, aloe vera. So if you feel that you are feeling worn down, I encourage you to go see a nutritionist or a herbalist or a naturopath, so you can get the right foods for your body's needs and the right supplementation to support the regeneration and regrowth of your body. Each cell in your body is renewed every 7 years. every single cell. You get a new skeletal system every 7 years. So in order for your body to stay young, be strong, full of vitality, it needs the raw materials. And part of its self-care is to nourish your body, honor your body. Okay, so I'm going to kind of disconnect you from the collective consciousness around growing older. So things what to expect when you hit 30, 40, 50, 60. You know, so we're talking about like aches and pains, grey hairs, sagging boobs, all of those lies we've been told. So embracing your body's own ability to heal and repair itself, and that it's possible. And as this energy comes in, it's restructuring your DNA. It's encoding your DNA with new information. The repair work is already beginning on your telomeres, in your DNA strands. Okay, I'm also hearing lots of water. So many of you are dehydrated. So we are between 70 to 80% water, so you need to drink more water. Okay, if you're in the southern hemisphere and you're heading towards spring, now is a perfect time to do a detox. So parasitic detox, liver detox. So your body can glow with vitality and full of energy. Okay, good. Well done. Well done. Okay, many of you I feel are really overworked. I can just feel the exhaustion in your bodies. You're pushing yourselves too hard to try and do it all. So can all those teachings show that you deserve to rest, that you can rest, and recognize the productivity of rest? Can we teach you how to get more done in less time? How to live without overdoing it to overcompensate for feeling that you are not enough? Can we teach you what it feels like to delegate to others without feeling that you are incapable or useless or not good enough? Recognizing when you need support and to attract the right support in your life. So the support may be support in the home with a housekeeper or a cleaner, somebody to get your groceries, somebody to perhaps pick up the children from school, support in your business, maybe with a virtual assistant or a social media manager. What support do you need in your life to lessen your load? To make time for your self-care, you need support. And so we're going to ask the Creator to bring the support to you in the highest and best way. Okay, good. Well done. Okay. Okay, next we're going to be working on father issues. So the ladies, your first relationship with a man was your father. So imagine standing in front of your father and being honest and forgiving him for the times that he wasn't there for you, that he didn't listen, where he didn't hold your tears as sacred. Perhaps he didn't make time for you. Perhaps you felt neglected or rejected. Perhaps you were spoilt by him and no one can match to your father's standards now. Maybe he gave you everything. What was your relationship like with your father? Any anger or resentment or regret? We're going to ask the Creator to release this now. For the things that he didn't do, should have done, that he did that hurt you, we're going to let that go. Use your breath and let it go. It's time to let go of this old pain, the old story. Okay, and showing you the difference between a relationship with a father and a relationship with a soulmate. Freeing you from trying to replace the love that you didn't get from your father with a soulmate. Freeing you from trying to compare every soulmate to your father and his standards. And some of you have lost your father, and so it's like your father represented like your anchor to the world, and you feel a bit lost without him. Can we show you that your anchor is you? You are your anchor. Don't anchor yourself to another person. So we're just going to like unhook you from your father's energy. If your father was your anchor, your rock, and just connect you to the earth. You become your anchor. So wherever you are in the world, you are home. Okay, good. Well done. Well done. Excellent. You did really, really well. Okay. So take a few deep breaths. And open your eyes. Ah, beautiful. Oh, wow, it was soothing and gentle. It was lovely. Oh, and I don't know if you cried, but I've got a few tears. That was deep. That was deep. Whew. Okay, so yeah, so lots of people have joined now. So welcome everyone. Lillian from Serbia. Hello, my lovely. I know you've been on the calls a lot. Oana, hello, Oana. Miss you, my lovely. Gosh, we've got so many. Valeria, Trinity, Penelope, Michelle, Catherine, Joanna, Anita, Zoe. Hello, Zoe. Hello, my lovely. Dana, hello, Dana. Hello. Consuelo, Anna, hello, Anna. Okay, how are you feeling? I'd love to hear how you guys are feeling after that healing. Obviously, we did a lot of work around the womb and the ovaries and opening up your heart to receive more love. A lot of the guidance I got was in terms of self-care was very much nutritional. So when you fill yourself up in all ways, and that means getting a good night's rest, we call it beauty sleep, right? When you take care of your body and you're in the best state possible, your hormones are balanced, your hormones control your emotions, you're feeling much better. When you're getting the right nutrition, your skin is glowing, you're feeling much more confident. When you're exercising, you're doing yoga or dancing. I know there's this really cool yoga, which is, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the stretchy yoga where you're like bouncing on stuff. There's all these new fun ways to exercise now. I've got students who do belly dancing and there's pole dancing. There's so many ways to exercise now. So that when you exercise physically, you actually have more energy, you feel more supple, more toned. You're going to feel much more confident, and when you feel like that, that energy radiates out, and that becomes magnetic to the soulmate. Whereas if you're feeling low, your skin is all dry, you're feeling tired, you're not taking care of yourself with food, you're dehydrated. Your energy is going to be low, and therefore you're vibrating a different frequency. So self-care is important to raise your vibration so that literally you glow, your energetic frequency glows, and then you magnetize that soulmate from that energy where you are feeling glorious and divine and beautiful, where you are in your goddess energy. Okay. This is how we take care of ourselves. So I mentioned this story in my meditation evening last night, and I'm getting guided to share with people that are on the call this evening. Obviously, some of you are in London, so you weren't able to come last night to the meditation. So years ago, I was working with a client, and she was asking, why is the soul so powerful and the physical body so fragile? The smallest prick of a needle and we bleed. So I didn't have an answer. So I went up to the Creator. I said, Creator, why is this? The soul is so powerful, so huge, and so magnificent, and it gets shoved into this tiny body that gets broken. It ages. It gets hurt so easily, emotionally and physically. And what I was shown by the Creator is that the reason why we are put into this body as a reminder to treat ourselves with extreme self care, to be gentle with ourselves, because the soul can also be fractured and broken. Okay, so the last healing I'm going to do with you this evening is heal the broken soul. This is a healing we do in our classes. So I'll be facilitating this healing for you, but this is something we teach you how to do. So with your permission, I'm going to heal your broken soul. So this is healing you through all times, all lifetimes. So this is past lives where your soul got broken and fractured through various experiences, and that makes you feel like you're not a whole person. And this is where some women feel like, oh, I'm looking for my other half to complete me, but you're walking around this earth feeling broken and shattered and in pieces. This could be through past life trauma of rape and abuse, physical abuse. It could be when you were, even in a male body and you're a soldier and you got killed or tortured. Anything that was happened to you that was horrific, grief beyond grief, where your soul got fractured and it didn't quite recover. This is a really powerful healing. So with your permission, I'm going to do this healing now. If you're listening to the recording, you can just say yes out loud. Obviously, I won't be hearing you. The Creator has heard your acceptance of this healing. I'm going to facilitate this healing now. So it's going to be sitting in the quantum field above the planet for all those that wish this healing now. So with permission, I'm going to heal your broken souls. Thank you. Just close your eyes, relax. This is releasing ancient pain, sorrow, grief, sadness, emptiness, loneliness. Oh, so many of you. Oh. Use your breath. Breathe. Let go of that old dense energy. For some of you, your soul has been waiting for a long time for this healing. Some of your souls are weary and getting tired of being human. But you have chosen to incarnate at this time for your great work. The work that you will do as a woman, to assist your soul sisters on this planet, to help them recognize their power and beauty and glory. Thank you. Thank you for this honor and this gift. I can give this to you. for allowing me to be part of this journey. Your angels want you to know that you are loved, that you are supported always. You just need to remember to ask. Your angels want you to know that you are powerful beyond measure. And it's time to stand up and rise to this power. Many of you are already light workers, working with ascended masters, high masters, and spirit guides on your journey. Now is the time. Step out of the shadows, stand in the light, shine your torch brightly for others to see. Because when you light up the world, those around you will also light up. It's time to rise up. And become the woman you were destined to be. The mothers, the leaders, the teachers, the luminaries, the wise elders. It's time to rise up and stand in all your glory. Whew. Oh, holy moly. Oh, do you feel that? Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, wow, that was powerful. Oh my God, that was super awesome. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was awesome. I am feeling amazing. I hope you are feeling amazing. This was friggin' awesome. Thank you so much. I felt everyone's energy and you all contributed to this beautiful healing. Although you've given the opportunity to heal you, you've also healed me and you've healed each other as well for this quantum field we've created. Thank you so, so much. Oh my goodness. So overwhelming. Oh, I have so much love in my heart right now. Whew. Whew. Oh, I love my job. I love my job. Whew. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I honor you. I honor you. Good night.